understanding what is that attitude, that belief, and that behavior that you bring to work or to school every single day, because that sets the tone. And leadership, we believe, is both caught and taught. One of the amazing stories that we share in the book is the story of Sandy, who lives in Roxbury, right outside Boston. And she decided to go to a very historic church called the 12th Street Baptist Church, which is a politically activist church where many of her students, her parents, attend the church. And so she walks into the church on a Sunday morning and all heads are looking at, what is this white woman doing coming in this place? And many of her staff said, do you want somebody to go with you? You know, why are you doing this? And she said, no, I'll be fine. And not only did she just go one Sunday, but she kept coming back. And because of her consistency, they eventually invited her to break bread with them, to have a meal. And it was over that meal time where she began to put issues of the day that she knew impacted them to get their feedback. And what she discovered is sometimes you have to take the school to the community and to show them that you're a real person. You want to hear what they have to say, not only when there's a problem, but really begin to build that rapport. And as a result of that, she said she was really able to learn. But one of the statements that Marceta and I just picked up on that I think you love and I love, yes. She said we have to listen loudly. And when we were interviewing her, we said, what does that mean? And she said, sometimes in education, when you deal with parents, there's so much education speak and there's so much jargon, yep. And you gotta strip that away to have that authentic conversation. And her going to the Black church was stripping away all of the things around education to say, let's have a real conversation.
That's exactly right. You know, Sandy was a leader with a vision. And her vision was that I have to know the community. This isn't my school. This is your school. So what is it that you want in your school? And she really opened herself up to that. And that created great trust building and rapport. And it was simply listening. And it wasn't doing anything, it wasn't taking any more time. It was just having a different perspective. It's not like, I'm the boss and this is my vision and this is what I think and don't you want to catch it? No. It's like, what is it that you want? Here's my vision of what's possible, but I want to hear it from your point of view. And so listening loudly was a really important piece. And then your weight is about changing the culture of the school. So once again, it's not about, this is our school, like the staff saying, this is our school. This is really the community's school. And we're here to serve this community. What dreams do you have for your children? These are the dreams we'd love to see, but what do you really want? And it's about you knowing who you are. What are your values? What do you bring and what are your strengths? And realizing that you don't have to have all the characteristics that you want because you've got a whole school full of people. And you build on that. So you always lead with your strengths, right. But you have to know what your strengths are. And it's not about doing what you think other people think you should do. It's not about the shoulds. It's about being authentic yourself, and then you come across as real, accepting what you don't have strengths in, and then looking around for people who can provide those other pieces that you want and need. And that invites them in. That if you know how to do everything, then why is anybody else needed in the school? So it's building a culture of respect for all kinds of people and all kinds of strengths, and expecting and assuming that everybody has a contribution to make.
And I think the central question that really builds on weight is this whole thing of, did I do something today that made the school better?
Yes.
And as I prepare for tomorrow, constantly reflecting, am I busy or am I effective? And we believe the framework of releasing leadership brilliance is to equip educational leaders to be effective at what they do.